All right, this part of the training is going to talk about putting the rocket onto the rocket launching platform, the things to know about that. Notice that it's a tripod base to keep it stable. And then you have a long metal protrusion here that the rocket will slide down on. We'll show you that in a second when it goes down to the bottom. It's here that we're going to attach two test leads, which are basically just little alligator clips to the igniters that we talked about before. If we're going to look at one of the models that we have from last year, the launch lug is going to be very important in this, and this is why it's so important to take care of your launch lug and make sure it's reinforced and that it doesn't fall off once you get outside. So the launch lug is obviously just a straw, and that straw then fits down over the rod of the launch pad. So we're going to take it up to the top. You need to be very gentle. I've seen a lot of launch lugs come off right at this point because people are not careful and gentle when they slide down the rocket to the bottom. And it does not have to go all the way down. Wherever it kind of stops, it can hang right there. That's plenty far down on the launcher for the launch. I want to get very, very close so you can kind of see what happens here with the igniter. So your igniter should already be in, and there are two little wires that stick out right here that you talked about earlier. I hope you can see them good enough. They should be spread out. I think you can see them. They kind of make a Y there. At this point in time, one of your partners or you have to do this. You're going to take your alligator clip and you got to gently hook on to that end of that igniter. That's going to conduct the electricity through the igniter, creating resistance and the heat needed to set off your engine. Notice that igniter or the test lead came off. It's kind of tough. It's a very delicate procedure. Then another one came off. So maybe we have too much tension here. So it's normal to have this type of problem on your launch. So as soon as you get to the point where those stay put, now you're backing away and we're starting the countdown and going through the launch sequence of the safety and the red light and things that you'll learn about launching here in the future. But it's very important that all this gets connected. Also, the two test leads cannot touch. If the two metals are touching in any way, it'll create a short, which will not send electricity into your engine. So you got to have these totally separated to get a good launch.